Welcome to part 17A, day 14, Love Takes Delight. This is actually take 2. You're not going to see take 1 because I'm not going to upload it, but I wasn't doing very good. So anyway, it's your first day back in Florida, so I'm recommencing the videos. Didn't want to take up the time while you're here because I'd rather spend the time with you. Since you're not here now, this is my way of reading to you. And if we actually had some time, I was hoping to read these to you in person, but we were having too much fun talking, so I never got around to it. So anyway, on with the chapter. Enjoy life with the wife you love all the days of your fleeting life. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 9. The world is constantly trying to tell you what's attractive and what's not, what's undesirable and what's hot. They peddle the latest products worn by models and movie stars, hoping you will wield your wallet and credit cards. But if you embrace their unrealistic standards of beauty, of size and shape and height and weight, you'll spend your whole life never content with what you see in the mirror and always wishing your spouse looked more like the photos and highly airbrushed ads. The good news is that you don't have to waste your life chasing fantasy. You, not the rest of the world, get to determine what is most attractive and appealing to you. You can choose to enjoy and take overwhelming delight right now in the priceless treasure God has already given you in your mate. Inside and out, nothing is stopping you, and you should. One of the most important things you should learn on your love dare journey is that you should not just follow your heart, you should lead it. Don't let your feelings and emotions do the driving. You put them in the back seat and tell them where you're going. Newlyweds feel their love. They take delight in the one they now call their spouse. Their affections are fresh and young, and the hope of a romantic future lives in their hearts. However, you can have something just as powerful as that fresh new love. It comes from the decision to delight in your spouse and to love him or her no matter how long you've been married. In other words, love that chooses to love is just as beautiful as love that feels like loving. In many ways, it is a truer love because it has its eyes wide open. The scripture says that God chose to set his love on his own people, even though they lacked the size or merit of other nations. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 7 to 8. We must do the same. Leftist selfishness and emotion will always lean toward comparing the weakness of our spouse to the strength of other men or women. We'll think, my wife is not as respectful or radiant. My husband's not as kind and considerate. But our days are too short to waste focusing on the shadows when we could be enjoying the sunshine. Instead, it's time to lead your heart to, once again, delight in your mate, to decide that the person God uniquely made for them to be is who to decide that the person God uniquely made them to be is who you are choosing to love and enjoy, to prize their uniqueness and remember again why you fell in love with his eyes or her personality. Take her hand and seek her companionship, to desire his conversation, to accept this person, quirks and all, and to welcome him or her back into your heart. The Bible does not say a man should marry the woman he loves, but he should love the woman he marries. It's not like you're born with certain preferences you're destined to operate from. You get to choose what you treasure. So if you're ungrateful and disapproving, it's because you choose to be. If you pick at your mate more than you praise them, it's because you've allowed selfishness in your heart to take over. You've led yourself into criticism. So lead your heart back out. Learn to delight in your spouse again. When you reset your love on your spouse and reinvest the needed time and energy back into your relationship, you can watch your heart daily enjoy more of who they are. The Bible contains many romantic love stories, none more provocative than all 8 chapters from the Song of Solomon. Listen to the way these two lovers take pleasure in one another in this poetic book. The woman, like an apple tree among the trees of the forest, so is my beloved among the young men. In his shade I took great delight and sat down, and his fruit was sweet to my taste. He has brought me to his banquet hall, and his banner over me is love. Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 3 to 4. The man, arise, my darling, my beautiful one, and come along, O my dove, in the clefts of the rock, in the secret place of the steep pathway. Let me see your form, let me hear your voice, for your voice is sweet, and your form is lovely. Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 13 to 14. Too sappy? Too mushy? Not for those who lead their heart to delight in their beloved. Even when the new wears off, even when she's wearing rollers in her hair, even when his hair is falling out. It's time to enjoy again, to laugh and flirt again, to dream again, delightfully. Today's dare may be directing you to a real and radical change. For some, the move toward delight may only be a small step away. For others, it may require a giant leap from ongoing disgust. But if you've been delighted before, which you were when you first got married, you can be delighted again, even if it's been a long time, even if a whole lot has happened to change your perceptions. The responsibility is yours to relearn what you love about the one to whom you've promised forever. Today's dare. Purposely neglect an activity you would normally do so you can spend quality time with your spouse. Do something he or she would love to do or a project they'd really like to work on. Make the choice to enjoy your time together. So it's interesting reading this one now. I made the choice to definitely enjoy the time we spent together. It was an easy choice to make because let me tell you, I did enjoy it. I really did. And we got to spend some quality time together. And actually, purposely neglected an activity I'd normally do. Didn't want to watch any TV. Didn't have any interest in TV. We talked. I enjoyed that. I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to be with you. So hopefully you get a chance to catch up with videos now that you're back and resting and living it up in the nice warm Florida weather. I've got to find where I did with my bookmark. So I don't know. I wonder if I'll post this tonight or if maybe I'll wait till tomorrow. I don't want to overload you with too much. I'll go ahead and I'll post it tonight. I'll give you a chance to take a look. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll watch this in the middle of the night or something. If you ever want to call me, please call me any time of the day or night. I'd love to hear from you. Okay? Love you bunches.